Hello there, and welcome back to my Cobalt Core Let's Play series. This is my series where I try to get a hardest win with each of the 56 total crew combinations, and today I got Max, Books, and Cat as my crewmates today. I'm going with the Artemis because it has cargo hold, which allows me to see more artifacts, something that makes Max runs a bit more special because Max has some very strong artifacts that can break this game wide open sometimes. And then drawing 5 cards is nice in case you want to do something like with a Books Infinite, or maybe it's not ideal with person builds because Aries, that 5th card is guaranteed to be a different color. Jupiter, you still draw 5 cards, and then you have a retained card that could be a 6 color potentially. Gemini also does 5 cards, and then so does the Tide Runner. Tide Runner also throws in a technically it's trash color, so it's the same as Corrupted Core, but yeah, we're going to go with the Artemis. And yeah, sometimes you can get up to 4 max shield. My first attempt with this that did end during the Cobalt Core did actually get all the way to the end, and I did miss having that 4th shield, as this is the option I selected. So I'm going to lose 2 max hull instead. And then, yeah, I'm going to remove a card. I think this is a decent option. We have parry in our hand, so that's not needed. So we can decrease on the aggressive options. And then we also have Mage Hand to deal with our offense. We get 3 repair yards, so I'm going to pick Math.Max and hopefully we get something. Zircon Zip, though, is a pretty good draw. It does help us with evade. Math.Max is a little bit greedier. Zircon Zip's a bit safer on my end, or safer overall. But yeah, let's go with the fun option. Core. I'm not using basic shot because it's going to heal back that damage anyways. I'm just using these first few turns to set up. And then I want to save Mage Hand. I might draw it again before I get Crystal Shard. Scramble. Okay, a little annoying. There we go, I can get rid of 1 basic shot. There we go, Overpower. And yeah, I think getting 3 hull worth of damage right away is a pretty decent trade-off. Now we only have to worry about dealing 4, which was possible this turn. I just... Never mind, I only have the 1 extra basic shot. Yeah, because I admin deployed the other. That's why I don't have it. You and you. There we go. And then yeah, the draw 2 less cards next turn doesn't really matter when you have no other cards. Dice roll is tempting, but I don't think it's needed. And then I'm immediately throwing Math.Max B to the B upgrade, so in case I get safety lock, I can safety lock it, and then I'm set for essentially the rest of the run. Lunge, I don't really want to draft exhausting cards during this fight, primarily because I want to be able to draw cards more often, since I might get a lot of trash over time. And then I did Math.Max B there just because I can deal with the 1 less card that turn. Options. Lunge, there we go. Now I got to see the use case for lunge. It saved me some hull. And then, yeah. The other thing to keep track of is with Max, you don't want to use admin deploy on your trash at all. Because, not on trash, on your own cards, because you want to be able to draw your own cards as often as possible. It trash and trash. I'm going to save my evade for when I need it. I really want to make sure that I'm dealing hull damage, as these trash cards will eventually overrun my deck. I'm guessing we have like 9 to 10 more damage we have to get through. There we go. 3 of Age should save me from any attack. Okay, it's going to be a bit difficult to get through this. I think we might have 3 damage to get through. Oh, Lunch wins. If Lunch didn't win there, I would not have played it. Throwing on Retain. Could be nice. Yeah, let's throw on Retain on the card. It basically acts as another way to thin out your deck. Yeah, reroll is nice with a combination of admin deploy and root access. That way we can control what side our cards are on. And then I'm going to remove one last basic shot. And then I'm going to save the other one in case I get safety lock on Math Out Max B, so I can do basic shot A and then have an infinite going. Front-loaded Blast, just because dealing 4 damage is a pretty nice thing to do against this fight. That is almost half their entire HP. Draw Shot? Still Shard. And then, yeah, I don't want to draw a front-loaded Blast, so I'm going to retain it. Hit. Reroll. Draw some more. Okay. There we go. That deals with this turn. Front-loaded Blast is going to be a bit more of a concern. I should have done reroll. That would have saved me 1 extra shield. Fire away, and then we do win here. Old Reliable is nice. It exhausts right away, but it does help us survive 1 extra turn. Grazer Beam also can lead to an infinite. I just need Recalibre. And then, yeah, I'm just going to check this out here. That way it, there right away. Or it's just out. It's not going to really do much. And then again, I don't really want to play Math Out Max B at all. So, it's going to be retained. Inverter might be nice. And then Prepare, I don't have the energy for. There we go. That's how I can get rid of this. And then the first Miasma you can get away with playing, purely because, what's it? You overheat at 3 hull. This is going to be, just 2 heat. Let's hide away books. You keep playing Prepare. I'm going to get rid of Basic Shot for now. And then I'm going to keep my shield. I'm going to try and build up shield so Inverter actually does something decent. Don't want to play Inverter here. I want to save my hull. Reroll. I like Prepared, so I'm going to keep it. It essentially draws me an extra card. That's what it does. Crystal Shard. And my stuff. Want basic dodge. I want you. I'm going to slowly get through Whisbo here. There we go, I can get rid of reroll. And yeah, I'll save inverter for next turn. And here. How far do I draw? Oh, I do just... I also have energy to get rid of toxic. Nice. Magi battery. That could be another way to go. No, I don't think it's useful here. Okay. Here we have 2 hits for artifacts. We either get safety lock or we can get what's the other one called? Alright. Or recalibrate, that's the other one. And we just go infinite from there. Oh, we can haul. I'm gonna do scoot just because it gets me out of the way of a lot. Route access, I'm going to try and save on a safety override. That way I don't have to keep drawing it at all. There we go. Whiplash. And then I'll have the 1 shield deal with the payback. And there we go. We can just admin deploy it. It goes away. It doesn't actually do anything. In the code, it has things that run when you draw it, not when you play it. People were wondering how that works. Okay, now I can handle 2 payback. Whiplash just to move. Get rid of safety override. And yeah. Just trying to keep myself healthy. Huh. I thought Razor Beam would have counted for payback. It does not. Yeah, I want to draw 1 less card. Purely because that gets rid of a safety override, and then I'm less likely to get a safety override hit. Oh no, that does nothing. I just wasted an evade for nothing. Oh, rough. Oh, keep getting rid of safety override. So I don't have another one, but also I can just scoot off to the side. Hit and hit. There we go. Pretty clean run. And I don't need anything. Skip. There we go. Read paid off. Okay, so this is the other card we need. The question is, how thin can we make our deck? So we have 3 exhaust cards, that is 10. Okay, so from here on out, we kind of just, win. I want to keep you old reliable. Just keep exhausting things. Panic, purely because that saves us our hull. Harry, do you exhaust at all? You don't. Oh, but you do give me overdrive. We just want to make this go by so much quicker. Overdrive, overdrive, and now I do 4 damage a pop. So yeah, this is why Max can carry. We don't need anything else. And then our hardest thing is just setting up, so Warp Mastery is what we want to pick up. Since we just need to get to the point where we get max.max B. And also exhaust some cards. You reduce taxes, draw a bunch. Then the deck. Be able to draw some more. Oh, I might just have it. Yep, I do have it. I'm going to see if I get overpower. Again, I'm not confident on what my next 2 turns are going to look like, so unfortunately, I am going to have to do this the more painful way. Summon and Control is one of the boss artifacts I would have wanted to see. Same with Simplicity. Simplicity for the obvious reasons of just setting my deck so I get max speed more often. Like Speed Boost this to give this Buoyant would also be nice. Again, I don't need any of those cards. I am still going to go with the, I guess I'm going to go along with the events that have infinites and then the most shops. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Try to get rid of you. Hey, that's an escalate. And then if you see 0 on your drop pile and your discard pile, that means you are good to go infinite. And then yeah, that Parry.exe, I'm going to keep that around just to get the escalate. And yeah. Then out deck. Forward. Generally rare cards are more likely to get rid of them. So we're going to get rid of Mage Hand. Hey, Old Reliable. That's another card we essentially thinned out of our deck. Huge Access, get rid of it. Second Opinions. There's a small chance. There we go. And here, we kind of just, again, go infinite. Now, this does have a slight problem with how I'm handling this. And you're going to see that on the next turn. I have no cards in hand. So, we're going to move to the left twice. Warp Mastery is paying a little bit off. Something like Overpower is going to be nice. And that would deal with all cards. Draw a card. Fine with losing one less card. So Shard. You. And then yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a grind out match. I'm gonna keep my hull, so that protects me completely. I guess I could have done that a little bit better. I could have dealt some extra damage. Hit. Move off to the side just a tiny bit. Razor Beam can get me to that finish line. And now it's just hopefully I can get the infinite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving doesn't help. I will lose 2 hull this fight. Luckily I have hull to spare. Anyways. We do just win here. So yeah, this is the roughest fight for this infinite. And like, we were still able to get through it, only losing 2 hull. Oh, recaliber. Cool. So we now have 2 separate infinites. And at this point, you just remove a card of anything that does not exhaust. Piercer, I guess. Get rid of you. Overpower. Hit. You. Hit. There's a small chance you get something like, what's it called? Battle repairs from Perry.exe. But that's not needed. This is a decline. We want our deck thin. Okay. Reroll. Doesn't do anything. Draws a card. Perry. Hey, Wave Charge. That technically does something. We'll hold on to it now. And Riggs never provides anything for us. There we go. So the nice thing about Wave Beam is it's some extra damage. Also pairs with the Recaliber Grazer Beam combo. This is tempting. Let's see here. How many cards do we have? We have... Okay, non-exhausting cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are maybes, so I might still count them. 5, 6. Yeah, I guess we're fine picking you up. And then summon control. Purely in case I get Escalate. That's just another option for me to, go through fights quickly. Or try to draw something. Root access, get rid of it. Then I'm fine with giving up some shield. Oh, Wave Beam. That can actually be taken. And fun fact about Wave Beam is you can upgrade it. Anyways. You... Alright, just to say I did it at least once in this series, I'm going to grab it. Then I'm gonna go with the option that gives me an event and 2 repair yards. Escalate? No. I can get rid of front loaded blast. And then I can save my evade for next turn. Panic just to say I drafted it. Oh. I forgot I had Recaliber. Okay. If I wasn't short on time today, I would actually pick Calm Jam just to be funny. But no, I'm gonna skip here. Hey, it's Tooth! Unfortunately nothing here is actually worthwhile. There is lightning in a bottle, which is... Oh, I forget. Lightning in a bottle. There is an infinite energy combo that I could potentially get. I would have to get energy refund and then be upgraded. But that's a hassle. And then basic shot is 1 per win condition. Ah, still unlucky. Anyways, we get there eventually regardless. Skip, skip. Upgrade a card. There we go. Might as well do the option that does 4 damage. And then Jettison Hatch. Yeah, that's nice. It helps us remove an extra card. We have one more shot to get a Escalate into our deck. The other nice thing about the B upgrade there is it does become a draw 2. Oh, cool. You can go infinite. And then I'm not going to bother with basic shot as I'm not getting through the shield before I get through the hull. Right click. Yes, right click will occasionally deal some extra damage. There we go. Oh, that's going to simplify our lives so much. I'll save it for a future turn. Okay. Hit. You hit again. Escalate. We're going to upgrade it. Oh, hey. Yet another wave charge. We get a good card for it. Play A. And then I don't need basic dodge at all. We'll just use up our shield here. And then we want to line up on the weak point if possible. Anything that draws... Mechanic's a guaranteed draw 1. Yeah, that's draw 2. And now... yeah, we just go for it. There we go. Hit, redraw. And there we go. Right click is providing some use. And there we go. That's a run. Okay, so, yeah, so I got a little bit greedy at the very start, did math.max, and was able to get an infinite with an early safety lock. This is essentially how Max realistically carries any game. Overflowing power, I don't think we ever used, but it was a way to get maybe potentially one power drive that helped speed up the Cobalt fight. Wasn't needed. If you were trying to go for max consistency, I would not have picked this up. And then the Recaliber Grazer Beam. It's also a nice backup plan. Recaliber for sure, just to get that extra bit of chip draw. So you get your math.max speed maybe a turn or two earlier. That way you get your infinite going right away. Or quicker. Right click. That was useful. Just due to how your infinite works is you always draw towards the right side of your hand. So you're more likely to have stuff on your right hand, which will occasionally give you some extra damage there. Again, it's not needed. You go infinite, so you do infinite damage. Doesn't hatch, that was nice. In case I didn't get Escalate, I could remove an additional card, which makes getting math.max speed quicker. Authorized cards I would remove, it would have been Overflowing Power and probably Basic Dodge. Yes, that means I can't evade or gain any sort of defensive options at the end there, but I just need to survive long enough to draw this card, and I win. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wish you guys have a nice day. Take care.